EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Ford Field. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Second and 5 now. Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now on second and 13, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Off The play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Deshaun Jackson from 6 yards away. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, whistles and a flag down. And I believe we'll start the night with a 1st and 15. Full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hold on.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. On second and goal, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a first and 10. Here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Were we surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it worked, so it's not like I'm second-guessing at all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd 1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it. A little quick pop there, but in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a first down.
On the delay, Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The give is to Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan from 4 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that one makes it 14 to 7. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, flush to his right. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
and the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 21, Packers 7. Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
To throw on second and 10. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. But Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The tight end in motion right. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Rolling to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Ball at the 26, second and 7.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On second and 7, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second and 10, Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
Rodgers now on first down. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Rodgers again now. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after.
Justin Tucker lining up 20.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
124 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
In motion right is the tight end. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Second down and goal. Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That